In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the capacitor and the blower motor on an RV air conditioning unit. So I've removed the cover on the inside of the RV to expose the blower fan right here. And you can see that it spins freely, and if I were to turn the air conditioning on and flick the fan real hard, it would start. So that tells me that I could possibly have a bad capacitor. So let's go up on the roof now, and I'll remove these 4 screws on the cover. This particular RV has a Coleman air conditioner here. The process for this would be similar, just different location for the screws to remove the cover. Once I get the cover off, we can see the motor and the fan. Now I've turned the air conditioning on, and then I flick the fan and it starts moving, and you can hear it makes a real loud noise. So I think the bearings are bad in this motor, so I'm going to replace the motor as well as the capacitor at this point, just to prevent having to redo this job again. You can see it's not moving with a lot of power. So first thing I'm going to do is shut off the power down below, and then I'm going to remove this access panel. That'll expose the capacitors. I've got one for the compressor, one for the fan. So the one for the fan is located right here. It's strapped on, and you can follow the wires over to the motor of the fan. And you don't want to touch the top of the capacitor in case it is charged. It could remain charged even with the power off, so I'm going to be very careful not to touch the 2 terminals. And then I'm going to pull the wires through to make sure I have all the wires. I'm going to rewire this with the new motor so I can go ahead and clip the wires, and I'll just keep track of which one goes where for reassembly. Okay, I have all my wires pulled for the motor. You can see the ones that I had to cut were the power for the motor, and I'll come back with the new motor and rewire that in a short bit here. So now I need to remove the fan. So I'll take out these screws around the perimeter of the cover. One down here is a little more difficult to reach. And then there's a support bracket that needs to be removed as well. And once I get the support bracket off, I can pry the motor. It gets sealed on there pretty good, but then I just pry the motor off, and there's going to be a fan inside. That's where my blower is located, because that goes to the interior of the unit. First thing I need to do to get that all the way out of there is to remove the condenser fan, and that's held in place by an Allen key on this particular unit. So I will loosen that up, and hopefully we'll be able to get that off the shaft. Sometimes they get rusty and you have to use a little penetrating oil, lubricant, what have you. So I'll tap it off here, and that'll allow me to easily remove the motor with the blower fan. All right, I got the fan off. Now I should be able to just remove the motor with the blower fan, and you can see that's attached on the inside as well. So now I have to disassemble this blower, and it's pretty much the same way as a condenser fan. It's just clamped on with a bolt. onto the shaft. So once I get that off, I'll just pull my blower fan straight out. This little clip has to come off. Then I can pull my blower fan off. And then if you look in between the little insulation, you can see mounting screws. If you push on it in certain areas, there's 4 mounting screws that mount this to the motor. This one is using an 11/32 socket, and I'll just take all 4 of the screws off and save those for reassembly. So now this should separate from the motor, and all that's left is the support bracket, and it's just held in place right here. So I will remove that next. And then we'll come back with our motor, our new motor and capacitor. There we go, the old unit's out. So while I'm up here, I'm going to go ahead and spray some coil cleaner, make sure that my unit operates at maximum efficiency. So I'll just spray this on here, let it do its job, and I will continue replacing the motor. Douse this down real good with some coil cleaner and let it do its job. Okay, we're back with the new motor, and you can see that everything lines up and is the same as the old motor. So I'm going to start reassembling all the components with the cover plate here, and I have my 4 screws that mount my cover plate to the actual motor, so it locks into place there, and I can put all 4 of these screws back in, tighten them up. I put the first one in loose just so that I could get the other ones to line up. Then I went back and tightened the first one after I made sure that the rest of them were able to line up. Next, I'm going to put the blower fan on, and there's a little flat spot that needs to be lined up. So I lined that up, slide it on all the way, and I'll take my little ring, put that on, and tighten everything down. Get that clamped on there real good. So now I have my fan on. I'm going to put my support bracket on next. Just the one nut goes on the support bracket. Then I can reinstall this assembly. I'm going to put the fan inside. That'll make it easier once I get my motor back in place. So I start out by putting the shaft in first, and then slide the blower fan inside. Then I'll align all the holes and reinstall the screws that hold my motor into place. Just have to align all the holes and tighten all the screws. So now that I've got all my screws in place, last thing to help hold this in place would be my mounting bracket to the bottom there. A couple of screws in there. And then I'll want to slide the condenser fan. There's a flat spot right here. So I want to match that up with the flat on the fan. And before I do that, I want to put my ring on the shaft. Don't want to forget that. Have to take the fan off if that's forgotten. So I've got that lined up. Pull the fan on, and it was out a little bit from the shroud there, so I'll put it right back in the location. It looks like it spins freely, doesn't rub on anything. Everything looks like it's in place. I can put my mounting ring on and tighten that ring up. Make sure that's nice and tight. And then I can route my wires up and around, and I want them to go into the electrical compartment over here, so I'll just feed all my wires through because that's where they're going to be hooked up on the inside of this access. Okay, I've got all my wires in location here, so I'm going to clip the old connectors off and then strip my wire back. I like to give it a little twist, and I'm going to put these together with a wire nut. You can use crimp on, however you want to connect them. I'm going to use standard wire nut. So the white one will go to the white, and we'll just go down the line. Black one will go to the black. And I'll do the same thing. Strip the wire, twist it together, and wire nut both wires together. Next one, strip that red one, twist that together, and here it is, red wire. Twist both of them together, and I'll use another wire nut. All right, now I have my power to the motor going, so I've got my new capacitor here. It's a little different size, but I just hooked the push connectors on, which I reused, and it's not going to fit down at the bottom here, so I'm going to put the strap on for the compressor capacitor. So I'm going to slightly move my fan capacitor up here. Got a piece of metal strap that I just screw in. Then I'll take the capacitor and wrap the strap around it. Really doesn't matter where it is. The strap's just to hold it in place so it doesn't rattle around and become loose. And I'll screw the strap around the capacitor. Get it all tightened up and straightened out. Feels pretty tight. It's in a good location. So I can put the panel back together now. And then I took the cover off of this. I didn't really need to, but I did just to access that panel. So I'll go ahead and put the screws back in. Made it a little easier to remove that panel, but I probably could have done it without that. Then I'm going to give it a test before I put everything together, and it looks to be running great. Sounds smooth, blows nice cool air. So I can put my cover back on and go enjoy some nice air conditioning. So I just set this back on, install my 4 mounting screws in the top, tighten those down, and that is how you replace the blower, fan, and capacitor on a Coleman RV AC unit. If you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon for all updates. I'm How To Bob. Thanks for watching.